Hello boys and girls, how are you today? It is Thinking Thursday on July the 30th today. It's nearly the end of the month. I hope you are okay, because I am so far so good with me. My name is Karen, I'm here with Get Moving, and we are here to help people with mobility issues, injuries, disabilities, medical conditions, things like that. I'm going to help those people to move better, get fitter, get stronger, and just generally be better and get on with their lives to the all the way to the end. We do this, excuse me, I'm going to cough for a sec. We do this every weekday morning at 11 o'clock, and today is Thinking Thursday. Slightly different from the other days, because with Thinking Thursday we're not going to just go through the motions. Going through the motions is okay, you're going to improve like that, but I want to improve more than that. So we're not going to go through the motions, we're going to do all the exercises once. And in that time, you're going to think, you're going to assess what you're doing. You're going to identify your strengths and your weaknesses, what went well, what didn't work so well. And then we're going to do it a second time. And then we're going to do it a second time, and you're going to improve on that second time by knowing your strengths and weaknesses from the first time. So we're going to go through all the exercises doing that Thinking Thursday. We're not going to just go through the motions. So, as I say, yes, my name is Karen. I'm a professional coach. I am here, I help people get fitter, get stronger, improve things. I work with people of all abilities, really. At the moment, we're doing people with disabilities and mobility issues. If you think that I can work with you on a one-to-one basis, up there somewhere, I think, there's a link to the website. Click on that, get in touch with me, go for it. Down there somewhere, there's a share button. Please, if you find these sessions useful, share away, because the more people know about it, the better. Anyway, enough of me rambling. I'm not very good today, so let's make a start. Our first exercise, these are suitable for pretty much everybody, whether you're seated, whether you're standing, regardless. It's good for everybody. Excuse me. So our first exercise is going to be marching on the spot. Really simple. If you are seated, sit nice and tall. Do not slouch down like that. That's no good. Sitting nice and tall and just march on the spot. Just get your legs moving first of all. Nice and simple, nice and easy. Okay. If you're standing, you can do the same thing, except obviously you're going to be standing. Marching on the spot, getting your knees up, getting your legs moving. Like I said, we're going to do 25 seconds of it. In that time, don't just do it mindlessly. Assess what you're doing. What's your balance like? Is one side better than the other? Stuff like that. Figure out your strengths and weaknesses and figure out how you're going to improve it on the next time we're going to do it in 30 seconds time. Are you ready then? Marching on the spot for 25 seconds in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Dead simple, marching on the spot. So if you're new to this, or if you have bad legs or something, you might want to start down small moves like that. That's fine. But you do the biggest move that you can do. So get your knees as high as you can get them. They may be as high as mine. They may be higher. They may be lower. I don't know. But do the best that you can do. And see your strengths and your weaknesses. So that's 25 seconds. Okay, so take a few seconds now. How did that go? Were you wobbly on one leg compared to the other? Were you rock solid? Was one leg more mobile, more flexible than the other? Was one leg feeling stronger than the other? Whatever, you decide your strengths and weaknesses. We're going to do the same thing exactly again now. You make it a little bit better this time round. 25 seconds in 3, 2, 1, off we go again. Marching away. So for me, for this one, personally, I'm going to try and get my knees a little bit higher than before. I'm going to try and not just go there, but I'm going to try and go there if I can. That's going to be my thing I'm going to work on now. Yours, no doubt, will probably be a little bit different, but it doesn't matter because it's personal to you, because we're going to make you better, not anybody else. And that's our 25 seconds, dead simple. So that's the format we're going to do, and we're going to do that with all the different exercises. Okay, do a first round, assess ourselves, and do it again, because we all know the second time is always better than the first time if we think about it. Shoulder rolls are next. So seated, standing, it's the same. Roll your shoulders back like so. If you can, roll the whole arms back like so. 25 seconds worth. See how you are in 3, 2, 1. Off you go. So as I say, easier version is down here. Sort of medium version, if you like, will be getting your elbows up like so. And the bigger, harder version is reaching them right up and right back and right around. The biggest move that you can do. Brushing your arms against your ears, feeling your shoulder blades pinching back. Nice big moves. So that's our first round. So again, how did you do? Have a think. Talk with the person you're with if you want. Discuss it with them. But you're going to do better this second time round, okay? In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Me, I'm going to think about having my palms up. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to have my palms up as I go, as I have my arms back there. That's what I'm going to think about, because that's going to help rotate my shoulders round and get my shoulders back and down, which is what we're after. But you decide what your strengths and weaknesses are, how you can improve, and away we go. That's our time. So, kicking into our next one, knee bends. Excuse me. So if you're seated, dead simple again, you're going to get the knees moving. Sat down, just kick your legs out and back like so. Think about really extending that leg all the way, knee nice and straight. Use the muscle on top of your leg there. Big move, one side and then the other. If you're standing, same thing but in reverse. Heels up to your bum. Nice big knee bend, like so. Again, 25 seconds, you figure out your strengths and weaknesses. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Bending our knees, kicking them out, kicking them back, whichever version you're doing. But get those joints moving. And again, thinking, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are you good at, what's not so good about it. How can you make it a tiny bit better when we do round 2 in a minute now. So nice big moves, that's our time there. So take 2 seconds, have a think, how can you improve it? And we're going to go for it in 3, 2, 1, and off we go again. Again, I'm going to hold it. I live near bottle bank. I don't know if you heard that. A lot of bottles just smashed them. I'm going to hold my foot up there for half a second. That's going to use more muscles in the back of my leg there. That's what I'm going to work on. You decide what you're going to work on and make sure it's really good. That's our time. Dead simple. It really is that simple. When we think about things, we've got a fantastic brain. When we think about things, we can do it. Next one, twisting. Sarah's favourite, this one, is it? So in the comments down below, say hello to Sarah. Say her, wake her up in case I'm not sure she's awake yet. So make sure, just call out, hello Sarah, it's your favourite exercise coming up. Make sure you do that. Make sure she's really awake. Twisting. Sat or standing tall, whichever one is good for you. And you're going to twist one way and twist the other way and repeat. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Big twist, big twist. So as always, the bigger the move, the better. So if in doubt, always go for size. You know what they say. Big moves are what we're after here. One shoulder comes forwards, other shoulder comes forwards. You're using the muscles down in your waist down there, in your fronts and your sides to help get you right round. That's our first bit there. Take 2 seconds, have a think. How can you improve that? For me, I'm going to really think about one shoulder really coming forwards, 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 and that's going to help twist my body around. That's what I'm going to think. You decide what you're going to do. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So again, I'm thinking shoulder forwards, and I'm thinking shoulder forwards, and shoulder forwards. You get the idea. That's what works for me, but you figure out what's going to work for you, because we're all unique. We all have our own idiosyncrasies. We've all got to live with our own injuries, aches, pains, conditions, whatever. That's our time. So we do the best that we can and improve ourselves. Anyway, double tap is next. So if you're seated, sit tall. Common mistake here is to slouch back. Don't be slouching back. Sit tall. Imagine there's no backrest behind you. Do not rely on it. You're just going to lift your knee up twice. 1, 2, and then down. Simple as that. 1, 2. If you sit nice and tall, if you stay sitting nice and tall, it'll get hard work. If you let yourself collapse back there when you're doing it, it's quite easy. We're going to do the difficult version, okay? Speaking of difficult versions, if you're standing, balancing as you do the double tap. Balancing on one leg, the knee comes up twice, and then the knee comes up twice. For 25 seconds, get ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. A double tap. Now again, especially if you're standing, this is a good balance one. We did Wobble Wednesday yesterday where we worked specifically on balance, so you know the drill by now. Challenging our balance is good. I mean, it's difficult, but it's good. So make sure that knee comes up high. We're balancing on one leg as we're doing it. We are working hard to keep our balance secure and solid. And that's our time. Excuse me. So where were your strengths and your weaknesses doing that exercise? How can you make it a tiny bit better this time? Me, I'm going to do a triple. I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3 this time. That's going to push me a little bit harder. You decide what you're going to do a bit better. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. So you decide what you're going to do a little bit better this time. And I say we've got fantastic brains in our heads. We're going to think our way through this. We're going to think our way to being better. We're not just going to mindlessly do things. I mean, that's good. You'll get so far. Just ticking boxes. That'll do the job. But we will do even better if we really think about what we're doing, plan ahead, and have a strategy. That's our time. Side bends next. Mobilising the back again. Anna's favourite. So again, in the comments below, if you want, say, Anna, this is for you, especially for Bendy Anna. So if you can, well, you can definitely. One arm going down, and then same on the other side. And if you can, as one arm goes down, the other arm comes up over the top. Stretch on the side there, okay? 25 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Away we go. Bending and stretching one way, and then bending and stretching the other way. Get as much movement out of your spine as you can. We don't want to have a stiff, sore back. We want to have a nice, flexible, bendy, mobile back. And if we can get this arm up over the top, really stretch it over. And then get this arm really stretched over there. And that's our time. So, how did it go for you? What are you going to do better the second time round now? For a common one, if you want, is people bring the arms over the top. Often they don't bring it over the top. They bring it in front of their face like that. That's not what we're after. We want that arm over the top like that. Maybe that's what you're going to work on. You decide. 3, 2, 1. Away we go. Personally, I'm going to try and get this arm more stretched over there. I'm going to really stretch in that direction with this top arm. There. That way I can really get a stretch along the side of my body there. That's what I'm going to do. You might do similar. You might do different. We're all unique. But we can do this. So reaching over. And that's our 25 seconds. Dead simple. Okay, back to the legs again. Sitting and standing. So, even if you are sitting, you're going to have a go at standing here. Even if it's only the once. Make yourself safe. Make sure you've got any sticks, any supports you need. But make sure you're safe. Tuck your feet back underneath you. Shift your bum right to the front of the chair. Get your body weight forward over those feet. And then you're going to stand up nice and tall. Full extension, bums in, chest out, looking up. And then under control, you're going to sit back down, touch down, and repeat if you can. You're going to do as many sit stands as you can in the 25 seconds. If you're standing, squats. Feet flat, feet apart, sit the bum back and down. Easy version is a little one there. Harder version is a low one there. You do what you can do. Figure out your strengths and weaknesses. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Squatting, standing, or sitting, standing. Again, you do as many or as few as you want in the 25 seconds. But as you're doing it, you assess yourself. Ask yourself, how is this easy? How is this hard? What can I do next time to make it a little bit better? That is our time. So round 2, thinking how can you improve things? Can you go an inch lower with your bum? Can you stand a little bit straighter at the top? Can you keep your knees a bit further out? You decide, but you've got round 2 coming up. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Down and up. And again, making sure this second round now is that little bit better than the first round. You improve on where you decide you're going to improve, because that's how we're going to help ourselves get better. We're not relying on somebody else to do it for us. We're doing it ourselves, because we're adults, we're grown up, we can do it. Well done. Okay, that's our 25 seconds. Tightrope walking, balance again, or ankle mobility. So if you're seated, we're going to get your ankles moving, get your heels and then your toes touching the floor. So really bend your ankle, get your heel to touch the floor, point your ankle, get the toe to touch the floor. Heel, toe, and of course do both legs. If you're standing, tightrope walking time. Make sure you're safe again. As always, this is best done along the back of a sofa or a table or something like that. Feet apart is easier, feet narrow is harder. Imagine that tightrope on the floor with me, walking forwards, off we go. Walking forwards, heel, toe, along that tightrope. Let your arms help you balance. You have a think about your strengths and weaknesses now. Do you feel yourself falling over one way all the time, or falling over the other way all the time? We're going to do the same thing now, going backwards. Toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. Nice, good movements there. Again, keeping your balance, feet as narrow as you can on that imaginary tightrope. Do you have trouble with one foot? The mobility in the ankle of one foot maybe? What have you got difficult? Have a pause. We're going to do the same thing going forwards. You decide what you're going to improve on. Make it that little bit, make it. Don't just let it, make it that little bit better. Forwards once more, off we go. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Says if you do find yourself always falling over to one side, let your arms help counterbalance. If you're falling one way, stick the other arm out. If you're falling the other way, stick your other arm out. You work it out. There's a pattern there. I mean it, there really is. And going backwards, the same thing. Last time, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. If you have trouble bending your ankles, really just take your time and force your ankle in a pointed or a bent position. You decide whatever it is your weakness. That's the thing you're going to improve a tiny bit. And that's it. I've run out of room. Fantastic. So we're nearly there. Okay, it's time for me to get out of breath now. So I'm going to set my time for 10 seconds now. So we've got fast feet. We're going to do 2 rounds of 10 seconds, doing it flamenco style. Fast feet, if you're seated, running on spot like that, the feet are going to make that little beat with that silly face as well. That's very important. It's all part of the thing. If you're standing, running on spot, like so, again, fast feet. It's not a big move, it's a small move, and it's fast, okay? 10 seconds in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So quick feet, whether you're seated or standing, moving up and down. There we go. So, how did you do? How can you make it a bit better? Do the feet have to go faster? They have to come higher? Do you have to think about different parts of your legs? Whatever. Second time now, make it a smidge better. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Last go of these. Nice quick feet. Boom. Okay, and then the last one. Set my timer back to 25 seconds again. Shadow boxing. Time to get out of breath. 3 rounds of shadow boxing. If you're seated, hands up, punch to the head, punch to the body, hooks, uppercuts, slam dunks, whatever. Just fight with your arms and with your body. If you're standing, it's exactly the same, but get your feet moving as well. Punching, moving the feet back and forth. Pick your targets and away you go. 3 rounds of this just to finish off. Make sure each round is a little bit better each time. 25 seconds, round 1 in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So punching away, shadow boxing, twist the body, twist, 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 twist. Get your arms moving, get your shoulders and chest behind it as well. Feet can go forward and backwards. They can go in and out, up and down, side to side. And getting nicely out of breath. And that's our time. Okay, round 1 done. How is your punching? How is your footwork? How is your body movement? Make it a tiny bit better, bit faster, bit more tiring this time. In round 2, in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So it might be faster hands maybe, or picking your targets better, right on target, spot on maybe. You decide how you're going to improve it and make it better. Don't trip over a cable, that's always a good thing to do, to avoid. Keep your feet moving, keep your heart rate going, and that's our time there. 2 down, 1 to go, the final round. This is it. Make it the best one. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Final 25 seconds. Again, punching high, punching low, punching round or up, anyhow you like. Feet moving if you can, side to side. You can change direction if you like, I don't mind. But get your heart going, get out of breath, and time. Fantastic. And that is our Thinking Thursday session. Well done. Because that's all we need to do. The key important things is that we give it a go. We get stuck in. We think about what we're doing. Don't be a sheep and just parrot fashion repeat things. Understand why we're doing it and how we can make it better. Every single one of us is unique. We've all got our own unique idiosyncrasies. So let's work out our strengths, our weaknesses, and how we can make it a little bit better each time. And we do that by thinking. And that's what we do on Thinking Thursday. So as always, Thinking Thursday got some long-term homework. This homework is going to last until Monday morning, when we join you again on Monday morning, 11 o'clock. Excuse me. Your homework for Monday till Monday morning is that all the exercise we just done just now, you decide which one you are going to make, which one you're going to really work on and practice over the weekend and make much better for Monday. It can be any of them. It could be any aspect of it. It could be better footwork or better hands or better breathing or whatever. You decide. But you're going to practice all through the long weekend from now until Monday. You're going to practice that and be better. Because we can do this. We really can. So that's your homework. Don't forget, I'll be back again tomorrow. Fitness Friday tomorrow, 11 o'clock, as always. We're going to do a lot more punching. The whole point of Fitness Friday tomorrow is to just get you out of breath at the start and just keep you out of breath for the entire session. Because for Fitness Friday, the key things is to get out of breath, stay out of breath, do it often. If we follow those 3 rules, we will get fitter. Guaranteed. So we'll see you again tomorrow. In the meantime, don't forget, find me and Get Moving via the link up there somewhere. www.reesefitness.co.uk/getmoving. There's a donate button up there as well if you want, donate link. If you want to chuck me a buck, thanks very much, it's really sweet, thank you very much. Down there is the share button. As always, let people know about these things, because the more people know, the better, because the more people know about it can actually take part and do it, and then we can all get better bit by bit. The entire world will become some massive utopia, and we'll probably become angels or something. I think that's the end goal. I'm fairly sure of that. I think so. So share down there, click me up there, and see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock for Fitness Friday. Thank you very much, as always. It's supposed to be quite warm tomorrow, so enjoy it. Bye bye.